Lambda must exclusively have badass anime guys because they're always training under a waterfall. Hey, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we got a bunch of sensors set up for Colony Lambda, and this time we got a nice little ascension quest for Commander Izzard. So let's just go on over here and see what we all got.
Looking at Colony Lambda now, wouldn't you agree that it's recovered some of its spirit?
Definitely. The atmosphere feels different to how things were, even a little while ago.
Perhaps the change isn't a vast one, but something is indeed different. If we hadn't met you, perhaps this change wouldn't have taken place. We'd have retreated into our shells.
All we did was give things a little push. I'm sure you'd have managed this by yourself, is it?
You're most kind. Either way, that doesn't change the heap of problems I'm facing. They need fixing, but I can only manage a few at a time.
It's not good if you push yourself too hard, Commander. Getting some rest is important too.
Rest? Not sure how I'd go about getting some rest. The way things are here, I always end up busy, almost without intending to.
I suppose as long as you're at your home colony, things just turn out that way, huh?
And you know, we ain't exactly experts in the art of taking a load off.
That reminds me.
Do you have an idea, Tyon?
Well, this could turn out to be nothing, but earlier I heard a Nopon merchant talking about something called a natural spa.
A spa?
Supposedly it's in a remote place, not easily reachable by people.
What's remoteness got to do with getting poor Izzard here to relax?
The Nopon also said it contained lots of nutrients, stimulated metabolism, promoted blood circulation.
So you're saying if we get our hands on this spa, then even Izzard could get some rest? He'll be able to recover, basically?
Like I said before, the information is questionable. It's only something I heard in passing.
Tyon.
Commander, I'm sorry, I know it's hardly a credible source.
I think I like the sound of this.
Huh?
I say we go out and we find this spa thing.
I'm not really one to talk, but I didn't think you'd be so into this.
Well, I have a passing interest in things of that ilk. But, I don't want to keep you from your journey.
Nah, don't you worry about that. More importantly, how do we go about finding this thing?
Why don't we ask somebody in the city?
Right, better than just us racking our brains about it.
My thanks, all of you.
Just leave it to us, Commander. We'll give this our undivided attention.
And so that starts up Effervescent Heart. What a big word. Big word for a big brain. So yeah, we just pop on into the city because we're looking for a spa. What a... Yeah, all these quests where it's like, oh no, our colony's in danger. We gotta fight the consul. He's been in charge of everything. He's been destroying everything. And then we got... Oh, let's go and find a spa. Get a nice spa day for Izzard. We got... Where is it? Boomer! Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask you a question. What is that? Looking for something called the natural spa. Natural spa? Never seen such bounties of nature with my own eyes, sorry to say. Bounties of nature? Oh, don't you know even that? I guess you younglings only know what you know. But if you ask around among folk my age, you should find someone who can tell you all about them. In fact, someone I knew once used to go searching for spas, but they're in elusive spots, never to be found. Spots like... Well, you hear about them being in a forest or under a cliff or deep in some cave, but nobody can ever find them. I see. Hang on, maybe that old man's been to one. No, maybe he's dead. Don't see him around today. He might be dead. Okay then, thanks. Sorry to bother you. Sorry I couldn't be more help. No, you've helped a ton. Let's go.
A natural spa, eh? Hard to imagine what that might even look like.
I guess we won't know until we get there.
That's like the first time Boomer's actually said words and he actually made coherent sentences. I feel like they forgot his characterization when doing this quest. Could have had any other old person. Instead, they choose the guy who literally only hums and sings and is just generally kind of a weirdo. But okay, Boomer. And, oh. Haha, you're actually here. Hello, Hollis. Could I have a moment of your time? What's wrong? There's an emergency? We wanted something called a natural spa. We were hoping you might know where we can get one. So you want a spa, do you? Do you know something? Sorry, just I hadn't heard anyone talk about one in a good while. That's a quaint pastime, and no mistake. You know, a spa ain't something you just have. It's a pastime, you mean like a hobby? How long ago people used to go to great lengths looking for natural spas? Soldiers died from war would heal their wounds with their help. I'm out ready to fight again. I guess you'd say a spa is something you immerse in, warms your core, and soon enough you're better, so I reckon say. The more we hear about the stranger the sounds, you soak your body and it heals. Right. I'm sorry to say over how many decades have all but disappeared. They can disappear? Yep, you can go looking for one, but I won't hold out too much hope if I were you. This has been a great help. Thank you kindly. Thanks, Doc.
Didn't expect you to get so fired up.
Discovering the unknown serves as a good motivator.
What a nerd. Izzard's just a big old nerd. Hello, Grandma Timna. I'd like to ask you something. Oh dear, yes? You know of something called a natural spa? Never thought I'd hear anyone ask about those ever again. Oh, do you know something? Well, yes, of course. People used to talk about spas until the Arrows came home. It's a place where you can heal your wounds, warm your spirit, and strengthen bonds with your fellow men. Oh, they did all that? But I've never been to one, you see. In fact, they say they all dried up decades ago. Don't they exist anymore? They're not something you'd find just anywhere. Not many here in the city know about them. There's someone who might. There he is. I think if there's anyone who can tell you it's him. He's called... give me a minute. Counting on you, love. If you don't find Izzard, he is going to shrivel and die from stress. Come now, it's really not that severe. Well, it's the man people call the Trivia King. He's got to know what you need. Brilliant, thank you.
The more I hear about these natural spas, the more curious I become.
Oh, I was expecting someone else to comment, but nope. Just Izzard. The Trivia King. King of the Trivia. It's like me playing Jackbox.
I'll draw up the rota for guard duty.
Maybe there is a trivia game in there, but...
I just wanted to confirm.
So, what do we know about natural spas? Summarize hardly much of anything, except that they can heal and restore you. You didn't get the most concrete info, huh? Nobody's ever been to one. Look at it, poor Claude. It's so haggard he might think you're gonna lose him. Just how do I look to you? One thing's for sure, we're not gonna find what we've won with what we've got so far. I've no clue where one could actually be. Like in a forest, under a cliff? Yeah, realistically, we can't just blindly search everywhere. But it does sound kind of cool, right? Just soaking your body and somehow healing? Yeah, but soaking in what? Sounds like a lot like a bath. It can't just be a bath, right? From the way they talked, I thought the same, but I've never been in a bath that healed their wounds. Maybe it's a question of using the right soap? So I hate to think we wasted your time, but we can't come up with any more results. I'm grateful for your concern, but honestly, I've been enjoying myself. I might not find anything after all of our searching, but there's just something in all this talk. Just hearing that gave my heart a much-needed jolt. That might not be the best way to put it. No, I think you have it right. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't care about what happened. Let's keep searching for a little bit longer. Let's go ask the bloke that people said would know about this whole spa business. What, that Trivia King guy? The supposedly dead guy? The report of his death could still turn out to be a might exaggerated. I don't know whether the Trivia King and this dead or not guy are the same person, but it's worth finding out. I've always said it before, but I certainly saddled you with a tough task. Ah, enough of that. We're giving you a spirit to lift and all that. Once we find this natural spa, I'll chuck you right in. And you had better really find it. So we go in search of the Trivia King, and luckily, we have knowledge from the gods that his name is Kotan. Or that Kotan might know. We have knowledge from the gods. Dun dun dun. So we shall be going. So right above us, we can talk Hey, Kotan, we heard from a source, as in the beings above, the ethereal beings that created this universe. Wait, actually, I mean, the way it seems like Mobius kind of created this. It definitely seemed like they were the ones in charge, at least. So maybe we... Oh no, it's information from Mobius. That Triton must know something. Or we're just that good at deducing. We're just that smart that we can figure out things from literally no other information than that there is someone who may or may not exist. And let's go climb up here. I have no idea how to exactly get there, but we'll find out. We can always just, you know, jump down and survive. Huh. See? We don't need to learn the actual way to get here.
Excuse me, kind sir.
What? What? A bunch of hoodlums? Trying to gang up on an old man, eh?
No, sir. We are searching for a natural spa.
What did you say?
Oh, we're searching...
If it's spas you're asking about, I'm who you need to be talking to.
We are talking to you, mate.
Well then. So you're the kids going around making noise about spas. You think talking to me is the way to get at all my secrets? You might be whippersnappers, but I can respect that kind of grit.
You think he actually knows anything?
I'm wondering.
We heard that there was someone who knew much about spas, but that he had passed away. What did that old codger tell you? I ain't dying anytime soon.
Mind telling us about the spas, then?
When I was young, I used to go around them all, and a lot. There were about 4 of them. The one I liked the most was the Nordal Natural Spa. At the time, my back was killing me, but one dip, and it was healed. Amazing! The odd thing was, it was just a foot bath. I dipped my feet in, and it healed my back. What genius came up with that, eh? I only ever found 4 natural spas, but I also heard rumors of another secret one. I bet it'd do marvels for one's back.
Mate, we didn't come here to chat about your flipping back.
Eh?
We want to know where we can find a spa. If there's 4 of them, then you can...
No, they're long gone.
What?
Gone?
You say?
Thanks to kids like you with your wars and whatever, they've been blown up, filled in.
Huh?
Natural spas need water that gushes out of the ground. No gush, no spring. You might find something if you start digging, though.
Dig. That's your advice.
Though in times like these, start digging holes and people will think you're crazy.
Well, you certainly turned out to be a font of knowledge. I don't regret this at all.
Don't take it to heart, Tyon. We tried our best. We'll just have to accept the result. We may not have found a natural spa, but the time we spent was still worthwhile.
I suppose, Commander.
You suppose nothing. You should let someone finish when they're talking. There is still the secret spa that I couldn't find. Or, to be more precise, there might be...
What? Really?
I heard this when I was still young, so it might not be too credible. But the rumor goes that there was one in the Brasser geothermal belt. But I couldn't make it. The place was crawling with monsters, inside and out.
So there is hope after all.
Long time ago, lots of people took refuge there. But not one of them came back. That's how dangerous the place is. So, the spa might be there. It might not. That's why I couldn't recommend the place to you.
There we go then. Hey, Izzard?
Indeed. It might be there, it might not. The more uncertain it sounds, the more it gets me excited.
Weirdo. What if it turns out to be a massive waste of time?
I never thought I'd get so excited at searching for something unknown.
Soak yourself in the spa the way you're getting now, and you're liable to broil yourself to death.
I'll take care. Thank you kindly.
Oh, nearly forgot to tell you. How to properly use the spa. Pin your ears back and listen.
But how are we going to know how to use a spa if you just talk? Oh, we've already been here. You just talked like that. What are we gonna do? Yeah, see, our exploration really helped out. Seeing the two kings, whatever their name was, heading out over here. That was a good idea. Really saved us some time.
There's an unusual smell coming from over on the right.
Smell. Okay. It's, not exactly what I would have thought, but okay. You know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
You know, to be fair, this is also a very dangerous area. If you go over... I'm gonna see if it's over to the left here, and, all of a sudden you're being murked by a bunch of level 90s. So, yeah. Probably not gonna be a good time. Because I imagine... well, might get some later... I mean, we've seen some level 80 unique monster Agnians out in the ruins of Cebu. So, maybe. Maybe some people could have a chance. You have to be really, really elite, but, you know.
That sound.
So, this is the spa.
So it is just a great big stonking bath.
Looks can be deceiving. They told us it has special properties, remember?
The humidity is insane. Do you think the water's hot?
Huh? Hold it. Something's here.
Seems we're not the first visitors today.
Weapons ready.
I mean, is the spa really deep enough to be considered on the sea? Whatever. It's always good being able to hear Battle on the Seas. It's such a needlessly epic song, but I love it. Battle on the Seas is fantastic. Wow, I got launched far. You're really getting torn up out here. Now, well, we only have one defender. That'd do it. Yeah, does that make sense? Let's go and bonk. Honestly, got no idea what's going on, but I love it that way. Again, it's the combat system in this game gets into times where it's like you have no clue what is happening, but in a good way. Like, it is just pure chaos, but in a fun, like, there's just lines everywhere. We got a Venn diagram, we got numbers all over the place, bright lights. Combat system in this game is so fun. Especially, I mean, again, especially later on when you can start using arts more often. Of course, whether that is from accessories, from gems, or just from leveling up so you have quicker recharge. It's just, oh my god, I love the combat system in this game. It is, I will not say it is controlled chaos, it is just chaos. But I still love it nonetheless. And we're just disturbing these guys in a nice, pleasant bath, but, I mean, to be fair, I think we needed a bunch of Gulkin materials anyways. So, you know, help us out. And now we are clear. I can imagine that if you're similar level, then this could be a bit of a tricky fight. Also, I just had a bad team comp.
Those guys, they healed up something crazy.
Was that an effect of the spa's waters?
Does it matter anymore? Now you can just dive right on in.
Huh? But,
Right. Ready, is it?
As promised, time for us to chuck you in.
Hold up! I don't remember making any...
What? What is the meaning of this? Commander, are you okay?
Other than my heart, I believe I'm quite all right. Thank you.
Just like the old man said, if there's nobody there, it's good manners to jump right in.
Even so, that's not...
However, the water is good.
What does it feel like?
The temperature is very pleasant.
So like I've been saying, it's just a bath.
Look, my wounds are closing as we speak.
wow. So what that man was saying, it wasn't entirely wrong, it looks like.
Yes. Now that I'm in here, I don't think I ever want to leave.
Right, my turn then. Oi, what's wrong with you? Everybody get in!
Huh?
My word, I'm healing in places I didn't even know I had. Aren't you coming in? The water's fine.
But I,
I'm coming back to life! Not that I was dead or anything.
Would I have to strip down?
Oh, right. The old man, he did say there's a proper way for getting in the water.
But I mean... right here.
Hey, guys, where's your sense of culture? Get in already. You don't want it getting cold.
It's perfect for healing your wounds after a grueling battle.
but, Commander...
You can be hopeless. Uni, boot him in already, will ya?
Roger that.
Now wait here a minute, Uni! I never said I was going in! Spark, why did it have to end like this?
Tyon, it's a good experience for you. It wasn't so bad, was it?
Well, now that you ask.
Yeah, taking a dip wasn't bad at all.
Right.
All my tiredness is just completely gone.
Did you enjoy your break?
I did. Thanks to you, I feel as if a weight's been lifted from my heart. I believed I was working for the colony, but really I was running myself into the ground.
So it was worth coming here.
It just shows that there's room in any heart to appreciate the finer things. This has given me a lot to think about. At some point, I'll have to bring everyone in the colony here.
If you can make everyone fit. In a space like this, people have to take turns. The lines will get long.
Huh. Then perhaps we need to dig some more holes. We might even discover some new springs.
You're really serious?
Once the fighting ends and people have more free time, then I might give it some serious thought. Digging a few holes shouldn't pose us too much of a challenge. We are miners after all. But wait. If we can discover many more of these spas, we could bring in people from other colonies.
Uh-oh.
Looks like you've caught the spa bug, Izzard.
Times like this are when the commander shines the brightest.
Bet you're glad we helped him, Tyon.
Yes. I think he's going to be an even greater help to us now.
Shall we be off? Our next objective awaits.
In a very quick ascension quest in Effervescent Heart, the party and Izzard discovered a natural spa in the Browser geothermal belt. It appears Izzard had a refreshing time in the process. And of course, that gets him up. We might as well while we're here, just sit in the spa and talk about the Strategos. Go into the Strategos and start off with their class multipliers. 0.65 HP, 0.65 attack, 1.15 healing, 1.1 dexterity, 0.85 agility, 10% physical defense, and 30% ether defense. Going into the skills, prowess gambit. Buffing an ally will boost your damage up to 200%. Normal restriction there. Each buff does 20, 22, 25, 27, and 30. Sapping Gambit extends debuff duration by 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50%. Strengthening Gambit extends buff duration by 30, 35, 40, 45, and 500. 50. I don't know why I put an extra 0 in my notes, but whatever. Preemption Gambit then will get the chance to grant all allies attack up on the preemptive attack. That just means that when you start off the battle with an attack, yeah, not very useful to be honest. 60, 70, 80, 90, and finally it is a guaranteed chance of doing so. As for the arts, No Love Lost inflicts physical defense down, which is 25% lower physical defense. And again, it is multiplicative. Has a recharge of 8 to 7 at 10, 6 and 5. Damage multiplier of 180, 210, 235, 270, 310. Hornet is a heal on hit. It is from a 9 to a 8 at 10. I think that is it, and I think the wiki is actually wrong about that. It's set it at 15. They were also just very wrong about Hornet in general. 50, 75 at 10, and 100% of the damage healing ratio, as per normal. And then a 270, 300, 325, 360, 400. Honestly, Hornet, I'm not sure if I have right. Moondog is a field of regenerate. 50% of the user's healing power per second. 5 to 4 at 20. And it's just the normal thing for fields. The small, and then medium at 10, and large range at 20. Earthbind inflicts bind, which means the enemy cannot move or attack. 10 to 9 at level 10, 8 and 7, 110, 120, 130, 145, 165 power multiplier. And finally, Mirror Trap gives counter heal, which is for the next 3 hits, you'll heal 5% of your max HP, 8 to 7 at 10, 6 and 5. The talent art is Soulfire, which is a heal on hit, but I believe it is actually it's max 150% as opposed to the normal 100, so it's a little bit more powerful. Also inflicts attack down, which reduces enemy attack by 25%, again, multiplicative. 100, 120, and then 150% of the damage dealt as heal ratio as opposed to the 50, 75, 100. 500, 540, 580, 640, and 700. Moving on over to Izzard. Gyroflow is a rename of Moondog. Moonshadow is a rename of Earthbind. And a Razor Wind replaces Hornet, and it just adds AoE. No, it does not. It is just a... Alright. Again, Wiki lied about this. No, it is just a rename, I think. Let me double check. No, I think it is higher... No, I think it is just a rename. Yeah. Yeah. Izzard has a TP of 40. His chain effect guarantees Bravo on order completion, as chain order is War of Attrition, which lowers enemies' defenses during the chain attack by 10, 15, 20, 25, and finally 30. Oh boy. I already wasn't a huge fan of Strategos before doing the research for this. It's supposed to be I guess it's supposed to be a debuffing healer, but God, this class is bad. It focuses on debuffs. Debuffs aren't even that good because it's an ether-based class, and the main debuff it does is physical defense down. I mean, bind is cool, but Thaumaturge has a better bind, one that actually does damage. Attack down is fine, I guess, but it's not really a game changer. It wants to do heal on hit, it doesn't do much damage, and heal on hit is unreliable anyways. And it's one of the lowest attacking classes in the game. I believe let me double check. I think the War Medic actually has higher attack. Let me just check. No, okay. War Medic does have a little bit less attack, but still, it's not great. Again, Bind is good. Thaumaturge does it better. And when I am praising the Thaumaturge for something, that's how you know that I don't like Strategos. It's a debuffer that can't capitalize on its debuffs well, it can't heal well, and really everything that it tries to do is outclassed by something. Izzard is also weird. He, on the surface, seems like a pretty good hero. Guarantees Bravo, has 40 TP, that's really good. But he's only good at the start of a chain attack, because it's a guaranteed Bravo. Let's say you have a really good run, and you finish with Izzard, and you have a 225 on your change. That's an amazing, right? You probably get a good 200% on your damage multiplier. Nope, it's down to 150. So, late in chain attacks, you have to work around Izzard. You can't really do much with them, and yeah, most classes I can see what they're trying to do. And I think that they mostly succeed in what they're trying to do, even if what they're trying to do isn't great. Strategos is just bad. I'm sure whenever I do my full class overviews, I'll find something good about it, but like, right now, I don't find anything good with this class. It's bad at attack, it's bad at healing, it wants to debuff, but it can only do one debuff. I mean, I guess Strategos could work pretty well with the Machine Assassin Machine Assassin Master Arts, but it still is just really bad. I don't want to be so negative, but this is the first class where I can genuinely say I don't see anything good about it. But enough with me being negative. Next time, we'll do something more positive. Not going to be a very high bar to clear, but it'll be something. But until then, see you guys later.